Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Shark SV2000 Cordless Vacuum Cleaner. What I wanted today is to show you around the vacuum some of the features and benefits that it offers. Just before I start, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, just give us a quick thumbs up. So first of all, you just need to get the vacuum unboxed. Now on top here, we've got the quick start guide and a small book of instructions. Now if you follow me on YouTube for a while, you know I'm not a huge fan of instructions, so they normally just stay to the side. Next thing we've got is the handle of the vacuum. Now, something that I normally try and point out when I'm talking about, I suppose, any vacuum cleaner or a lot of products in my videos is the packaging that it comes in. And I must say Shark have always been really good, well, especially the last 2 or 3 years, of putting recyclable packaging. So all of this is either the brown cardboard or the paper like this. So it's really good because it helps to protect the product, but also it's fully recyclable as well. So well done, Shark. So I've just unboxed, so obviously we've got the handle, in here we've got the charger, and we've also got a separate accessory as well. And now we've got the main body of the vacuum. There we go. So this is it's actually a really smart colour. This is something I actually really like. It's like a stone and white colour. It's quite a little bit different from some of the other colours that Shark have made their cordless vacuums in. And here we are. We've got the floor head. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put all the packaging to one side, then we can start to look at the cleaner itself. So to put the vacuum together, couldn't be easier. What you need to do is just get the main body of the vacuum and to pop it on the top here. That just clips into place like that. And you've got the handle, that just slots in at the top. And that's it. Everything all set up and ready to go. Now you will see there are a couple of stickers on the front. So you've got the sticker on the front here to show you how to empty the bin, which I'll show you in a moment. And also you've got some guidance on how to take the brush bar out at the moment. Again, I'll show you that. But it's really good. I think it's really good that Shark decided to do that, just to try and help you out, because they know, as well as I do, that people don't, on the whole, tend to read instructions. You get 20 minutes runtime on the vacuum, and the on and off switch is located just on the front here. So it's really, I suppose, designed to put on and off with your foot rather than your hand, which most cordless vacuums are at the top on the handle. So I actually like that. I think it's a good design. So when you want to turn it on and off, if you just press the button there, and they've got different settings, I suppose, depending on the surface that you're vacuuming on. So if you're on a hard floor, then you wouldn't necessarily need the same setting as if you're vacuuming on carpets. Weight of the vacuum is pretty lightweight at 3.2 kilograms, and also Shark have decided to put a carrying handle in the middle of the vacuum, so if you do need to carry it around or carry it upstairs, that's also a little bonus. There are not many cordless vacuums at around that weight. Most of them can be quite heavier, and especially if you struggle with your hands, then some of the other cordless vacuums on the market, where they have the weight and the battery and motor at the top of the vacuum, can be a lot more difficult to use. Whereas what Shark have done is they've put a lot of the things like the battery and motor and everything towards the bottom on this model. To empty the bin, it's nice and easy. All you need to do is press the button at the top, and that comes off. Capacity on the bin is 0.69 litres, so a really good capacity for this kind of cordless vacuum and the price it is. And then to empty the dust container, all you need to do is to just press the button, but make sure you do it in a well ventilated area, mainly because it's a good size capacity bin. Then you will find that if you empty it into say an inside bin, the amount of dust you could get coming back up at you could be quite a bit. You've also got the ability to take the top part apart. So you've got access to, first of all, there's a filter at the top here. All of this can come out, and it's very easy to clean in here. If you are going to wash inside, then make sure it's fully dry before you put it back together. Another thing to mention is if you're going to clean it, make sure you clean around the seals properly. That's important to do. I normally recommend to do that with, say, a damp microfiber cloth. Also to make sure that when you... And you've also got one more filter. That's just at the bottom here. Again, if you need to clean that, then just give it a really good rinse and let it dry. I'd normally say for around 24 hours. That's why normally I'd recommend buying a spare filter, because what you can do is when this is drying for around, I suppose, 24 or even a bit longer hours, then you could find you could use your other filter in the vacuum, so you're not losing any time while you're waiting for this to dry. As far as other maintenance on the vacuum, you've got the ability to take the brush roller out, and all you need to do is just lie the vacuum on its back, and you've got a little tab here, so all you need to do is to just raise that, and then the roller will come out, so it's nice and easy to keep clean. And then to pop it back in, just locate it on the far side like that, and then it just clips back into place. So traditionally on a cordless vacuum cleaner, to charge it, you'd normally have a separate charger, and it would plug in normally around the back of the vacuum itself. And some vacuums also have a separate dock where you have to wall mount it, which some people like because it gets it out of the way, but there are quite a few people that are not really keen on that kind of idea. Now what Shark have done is they've come up with something slightly different for this vacuum, and I must say I really like it. So all you would do is you would get the charger, so that's just a standard charger that you would plug in to the back of here, so you plug into the back of this little dock, and then what will happen when you finish vacuuming and when you need to charge it, I'll just turn it around and show you, you just pop the vacuum on there and then it will charge. And personally I think that is a brilliant idea. Now you will notice that there's something missing from this cordless vacuum that most other cordless vacuums will have, and that's the ability to use tools and accessories. Now I suppose what Shark have done is they've done a lot of research and discovered that not everybody needs to use tools and accessories. I suppose if you live in a flatter apartment or a bungalow where you don't need to go upstairs, then you don't need things like tools and accessories. Personally, I still think you need a vacuum where you need to vacuum around the edges, say around your skirting boards, but if you generally don't need something like that, if you need something just purely for the floors, then this really could be one to think about. If you're thinking of purchasing this model, I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. Hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Shark SV2000 Cordless Vacuum Cleaner. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up, click subscribe, leave any comments below. Do always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad about the video. I know I've not given you any demonstrations on it, but I just want to give you an overview of what it has to offer. If you have got one of these, or if you've got a model similar to this from Shark, then let me know what you think about it, because I'd always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for joining me today.